but this is something that I've been meaning to do a video on. I've seen it pop up on African Diaspora, the Africa Diaspora channel with Phil Scott and his group of, he got a bunch of content creators over here. They do their thing over there. I've been tapped in with them for some years now. I love the work that they do. So I ran across this video where he highlighted this white woman speaking on reparations. And if you've been tuned in to my channel for any amount of time, then you know that I speak on reparations, and I speak on the form of it will help white America to heal once we get our reparations. It will help everybody. Reparations will help everybody. Trust me. It might not seem like it at first, but it's about the future generations. It ain't about right now. Right now, people not gonna be happy. But my grandkids, they grandkids, they can come together and say, you know what? Yeah, man, we don't have nothing to do with the past, but hey, y'all got reparations now, so y'all good, we good. Let's build together at that point. So yeah, man, we gotta do something because this shit it got so out of hand that it's people willing to kill themselves or hurt themselves based on this lie of racism. It's a big lie, and it's not even real. So let me play this video for y'all. This is on the African Diaspora channel. This is just for literary purposes. I got that from my man Richard Taylor on Taylor House Publishing channel. This is for commentary and literary purposes only. I'm playing this video.
Every economic problem that we're facing in this country right now, student loan debt being just out of control, the government shutdown, SNAP benefits being cut, health insurance premiums about to go through the roof, your rent going up, your pay stagnating, groceries just being astronomical, is because reparations were never paid after the Civil War. Let me explain. After the Civil War, the Union, the North won and the South was defeated, but the South was never punished. The Confederacy lived on in the ideology of the people, of the white people of the South. Reparations were never paid to Black Americans. They were never really, truly given the opportunity to pick themselves up by their bootstraps, to rise up and become equal members of this country, equal citizens. They've been fighting for their equality since then. They've never actually truly achieved it. So when white people hear a promise from Donald Trump et al. That we're gonna run the country like a business, to them that sounds appealing. They're like, oh yeah, because you know what? I'm a business owner. I own this country because I'm white. When Black and brown people hear, well, we're gonna run the country, run the government like a business, they understand what that means because they've been dealing with it for centuries. White people think that they are on the side of the owners, the masters, but they're not. Most white people have more in common with the Black and brown people that they look down upon. They are closer to billionaires, especially on this app. I make $50,000 a year, but I have more in common with Jeff Bezos than I do with George Floyd. Bullshit! The only reason the lie of let's run this country like a business appealed to you is because you thought you would benefit. And now, here you are. Now, here you are, understanding that when they say we're gonna run this country like a business, that means they're gonna profit off of your ass. That means that if you take $100,000 loan out to go to college, you will be in debt to the federal government until the day you fucking die. You borrowed 100 grand? Prepare to repay 300 grand. because they're running the government like a business now. And guess what? You're a customer, not an owner. The government exists to serve us, not to profit off of us. And we will continue to have these problems until y'all get your fucking minds right.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Listen, some white people are actually waking up to today's shenanigans, right? And I give her a shout out for that, for talking to her people. See, that's what I like what she did. She talked to her people. She wasn't trying to talk to us. She wasn't trying to tell us, oh, I know what we did. No. I've said that many times before. Don't come talk to us about anything. You need to go talk to your fellow white brethren about what they have done. Now, the interesting part was she was talking about that they really think they align with a Donald Trump or a Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos. They really think they align with them because they have the same skin color, but those people don't like them. They don't. Do you know in European history, the kings and all the wealthy never liked the poor whites. They couldn't stand them. They look at them as just an end to a means. That's it. They want their money. They get white people. Listen, and this is the crazy part. They go vote for them and support the billionaire class, and yet the billionaire class screw them over, and they cool with it until they suffering. But say, hey, we all white together, right? We're white, and hey, you don't want them black people to have that snap. So let's vote for this guy. He get rid of it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. And then more y'all on snap. More y'all on snap. So you'll go vote for a guy that gonna get rid of what you're on, just because you're white. That white thing is what gets you in trouble. It really do. Like, maybe y'all should probably start abandoning that white supremacy. Maybe you should just abandon that, because at the end, it's screwing you over. You know that ballroom that Donald Trump is building, where he's tearing down the east wing of the White House and he's doing his new ballroom, right? None of you MAGA supporters are going to be over there with him. It's going to be all his billionaire buddies. They're going to marvel at the new ballroom. It's going to be his buddies from overseas coming over, different leaders. And, they're going to be kissing his butt and stroking his ego, because he loves that, right? He's a narcissist. But none of you in rural anywhere is going to be at that ballroom. Like MAGA people, who believes in white supremacy. They say it costs $6 billion to fund SNAP for the month of November. He sent $40 billion, 40, more than 20, to Argentina. Now, if you got $40 billion to send to Argentina, sound like you had some money to shore up the SNAP program for several months. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Like I said, I'm not the biggest mathematician, but yeah, he had the money to do it. And listen, but y'all want to go with all these different people that you think they're screwing black people over. You're screwing yourself over. I told y'all the other night, every time you do something to think you're going to hurt us, you actually hurting yourself way more than you're hurting us. What kind of motivation do you have in your mind that you will hurt yourself just to make sure you hope for us to get hurt? Listen, was it FDR? Was it FDR? I'm trying to think what president. Let me look up what president real quick. So I want y'all to know exactly what president that wanted to do this. Hold on. Let me look it up. Hold on. Just give me a second. It popped in my head. Hold on. I was typing it in. You know, we try to get educated over here, so something pop in my head. I don't never want to give y'all misinformation. Okay. All right. So originally, President Truman in 1948 called on Congress to adopt a national health insurance program for all Americans. Okay? And then Jimmy Carter tried to do it as well in the 1970s. And they say both their efforts were blocked. They say for racial factors, especially white resistance to federal programs that could empower black Americans, contributed to those blockages. They said it simplified the story only because they didn't want black people to get as part of the broad tapestry of political, economic, and institutional and racial dynamics. Now, so two presidents tried to do universal health care, Truman and Carter. And and I know these people, I know them. If black people gonna get it, oh no, I'm cool. I rather suffer. Now with your health care premiums that's about to skyrocket, I bet you wish y'all would have listened to President Truman or President Carter, right? And went with universal health care for everybody, for all Americans, right? I bet you right now you suffering, paying insurance. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even be dealing with subsidy. Listen, if y'all would have said, let's do universal health care for all Americans, we wouldn't even have the government shut down right now. So see, the government is shut down because of y'all. You see where your racism gets you? It puts you to suffer. Like that woman was saying. America has lost, they said, $5 trillion worth of income and wealth because of racist policies that harm black Americans. You have hurt your own country, your own GDP, because you don't want black folk to have nothing, no success. Have you not realized when you hurt us, you hurt yourself times 10? Y'all haven't figured that out yet? This white supremacy thing is not working out for you too. You talk about all these militarized police. You supported that. And now the militarized ICE agents is getting at you too. They're not just getting the immigrants. There's a lot of white folks I'm watching ICE whip up on now. But when they're whipping up on us and we say, hey man, them dudes don't supposed to be out here looking like the military. What are they doing? Oh, you blacks, y'all just complaining and just go to work and get out, get out the street and And we say, no, this is not right. This is not right. And y'all white people supported that. Now look at what ICE is doing to some of y'all. Y'all out here protesting for the immigrants, and ICE is shooting y'all in the head with pepper balls. ICE is slamming y'all, pushing y'all to the ground. And we said for years, these police are doing too much. And white America, you supported that. You say law and order, right? Now you getting some good law and order. You see what your racism gets you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there, man. Yeah, it's so unfortunate that we have this going on right now. So unfortunate that we have what we have right now. It's sickening, really. It's sickening, really. To tell you the truth, it's really sickening that we have what we have, man. As far as with this government, with everything. I'm trying to set my screen up, y'all. Bear with me. So yeah, man, it's just real unfortunate. 360 video. Won't be doing this no more. Like this. Just trying something out. But yeah, man, what Phil said was so true that trying to hurt black people has hurt all of America. It's hurting the spirit of America at this point. It hurt us all physically. When we were enslaved, everybody was enslaved. If anybody's done wrong, everybody's done wrong. And that's just the fact of the matter. You can't call this country a free country, liberty for all, and everybody don't get it. Nobody get it. Because we're supposed to be one thing, right? But it's like we're the divided states of America. It seems like we're divided in every way. It's like we're not together in nothing. So all of that illusion that we're united in liberty and freedom, and it's been a lie from the beginning. And so it's time to start living in our truth and the truth of what this country's supposed to be. Because right now we're living a lie of what this country's supposed to be. And so, yeah, we gotta repair the damage that's been done to our people over here. Nobody's gonna be. It's no group of people that's gonna be made comfortable until our people are made whole. That's that. So look, I'm out of here, man. I just was playing around with this technology.